Police Academy. Police Academy. Under the girl underneath the podium.
Be reversed.
I want to first start off by thanking all the cross-country parents. It's really nice to go to meets and have the support that you give us, and I know it's real encouraging to the girls when they see all of you there. I also want to thank the athletic boosters. After every meet, they have Gatorade for us, and after they're done running, the kids definitely need it. I also want to thank Mike Caldwell for all his encouragement this year. But most of all, I want to thank the cross-country girls for a fantastic season. They work hard every practice. They run 100% every meet, and I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls this year. We had a great season. We were 35-0. We ran against 35 different teams. Our two biggest meets this year were the Bedford Invitational and Swyack. At Bedford, we ran against 17 schools. We beat South Knox by 1 point, and we beat all the Bedford schools. We beat Tri-North and Bachelor, and we also beat Columbus North School. So the girls were very excited, and it was just a fantastic meet. I would like to go ahead and pass out the awards for all the girls. I don't see all. When I call you, come on up. Renee Abram. Casey Jacob. Jessica Paget. Carrie Parker. Amanda Hauser. Tasha Moss. Angela Groff. Stacy Flynn. Lindsay Kent. Courtney Hacker. Laura Price. Christy Cummings. Ashley Cooksey. Ashley Parks. Alyssa Nante. Stephanie Turpin. Danielle Sutherland. Allison Nante. Jessica Groff. And Laura Patterson. We also have a most valuable runner every year. It is by the runner who wins the most meets. This year, I don't know that we had one dominant runner the entire year. We had a couple of girls who really came on at big meets for us at the Bedford meet. Carrie Parker and Amanda Hauser and Courtney Hacker ran excellent races. Without them that day, we definitely could not have won that race. At Swyack, Renee Abram and Carrie Parker were in the top 5, and we had probably those were probably the best meet for them all year. Our runner who did win the most races this year, she had a tough time this year. It hasn't been as easy as it has been in the past. I'd just like to congratulate the girls on
Boys junior high cross country. It was an excellent team to coach.
had a great attitude. They worked hard, demonstrated some great leadership that I hope they continue throughout their high school career. We won all the dual meets. We struggled a little bit on some of the big meets, but they keep working hard. They're going to win those in high school. Members of this year's team were Dustin Hayes, come up here. Scott Taylor. Caleb Cassidy. Jameson Stewart. Josh Stewart. Levi Carmichael. Jeff Comer. Jim Weimer. Sam Conway. Casey Connerman. Joe Weimer. John Weimer. Brett Crow. Craig Wimby. Shannon Strunk. Brandon Hamilton. John Burkett. We have one more award for the most valuable runner. Demonstrated some great leadership. I think he won almost everything he won. He was sick, but did a great job this year. Sam Conway. Next on the agenda is Mike Cockwell for girls wrestling.
First, I'd like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank my wife. She's very understanding about all the time we put in across country. It takes a lot of time, a lot of weekends, a lot of Saturdays, and the things she'd like me to do. I'm up here running. I appreciate the support she gives me. Greg Butcher, our athletic director this year, walked in his office the first day, and I didn't even know him. And I asked him for $180 in our first conversation. And I needed that money to finish off our bill on our uniforms, and he gave it to me. And setting up the fans and all of our schedules is not a fun thing to do. Booster Club, our Booster Club, and all of our home meets, we have probably the dual meets and with the meets we have in other schools in the area, we have the most professional dual meets anywhere. We have Booster Club out there that give a Gatorade for all athletes, and it just runs very smoothly and it looks good. I'm always proud of our home. And most of the time that's the truth. Statisticians for home meets, Sarah Spencer, Katie Parker, Rachel Gray, Karen Beck were our timers, statisticians, I thank them. Steve Jackson was our road guard in front of school and stopped cars out there and made sure we had nice, safe home meets. And I appreciate it. Mark Downey, who could not be here tonight, and while I'm mentioning him, all athletes have received a trophy at work night. Stay afterwards. He sent over some film, and although he's not here, I'll take a picture with him. And And Mark Downey really covers their sports very well. And I'm from Washington, Indiana, and many times I'll go down to see my mom and I'll open the Washington paper up, and there's very little mention of the high school sports teams and pretty poor coverage. We get a first-class job from Mark Downey. Renee Miller, you can see a large group of girls a minute ago. Her job has helped our high school program has become stronger. I think her record over the past 2 years is something like 60-2. Now the high school team. My girls' varsity team this year was really a pleasant surprise to me. I really expected us to be decent this year, but not that successful, because we had 2 or 3 of the top 5 gone. Kelly Cunningham, Becky Roberts graduated. They were top runners, had a lot of varsity experience. And Kelly Cunningham now is running Division I cross-country at Ball State. I think she's the first girl from our school to be a college athlete at a Division I school. And so with the loss of those people, I really didn't expect a whole lot. I was pleasantly surprised. We had 4 of 3 girls over the summer, Heidi Lindsay and Rachel Burks and Sarah Hudson, all ran a lot this summer and really improved and worked hard to make us a strong team. We were third in our conference, and 5-2 dual meets. Our best record 6 years of dual meets was 6-1, so we almost tied that. And we advanced to regional for the 6th and 7th year. In years past, I've had 3 types of runners. I've had runners that run just to be part of the team and have fun, and that's fine. I've had girls that are kind of in between that stage, being away from the top girls, but yet they're not like starters. This year, I have to say, every girl we had a goal of being in the top 7. There were no girls out there that really weren't concerned with being one of the top 7. They were always asking me how far they were, top 7 times, what did they do to get better. And at this time, I'd like to have those girls come up. Right now, why don't all the girls, the varsity cross-country team members, come up front? First person I'll talk about is Molly Kahneman. Molly ran for 3 years, kind of junior high, and she improved her time this year 3 minutes from last year. Lindsay Sparks, this is about her 5th year for me, and she had 2-minute improvement from last year's time. Sarah Conway, she was one of the people this year that made a big jump. She was one of the people I mentioned a while ago that I think ran the fastest kind of run. So for instance, this year she was very competitive. And in one race this year, she served as a rabbit to help us win a big home meet. She went out and ran the first mile in around 6 minutes and bluffed the other girls from another school into trying to keep up with her. And then our top girls passed them when they ran. Becky Robertson, she made a big improvement this year. She had a 3-minute improvement. Marin Reeser, senior, she had a 4-minute improvement since last year. I'm always teasing Marin because when she first started out, she doesn't even remember this anymore, but she had a very difficult time finishing meets, but she never had that problem. And at the end of the year, she was beating 4 or 5 girls on our team. Rusty Cummings, this is her 2nd year varsity letter. She was 19th in the conference this year. Sarah Smart. Sarah, probably look at this season as a disappointment. It wasn't to me. When she first started out, she ran, I think, across 2.5 miles in like 24 minutes. This year, she was very competitive and had an injury in the middle of the year that really slowed her down. She was really disappointed, but you can't be disappointed when somebody works that hard and improves that much. Rachel Burks. Rachel is one of the people I mentioned last summer that ran, and everybody, when they're kids, they're playing sports, you always dream of like making a last shot at the game to win, or hitting a home run at the end of the game to win. And Rachel Burks, in our WRV meet this year, she passed a girl at the hill right at the end of the meet to help us win the meet by 1 point. And we've never lost a dual meet to WRV, and now never will, thanks to her. Catherine Yoakum. Catherine was one of the freshmen this year that was a pleasant surprise. She ran a junior high and had a decent average type of career in junior high, but she ran this year and made a big jump and had her best meet at the end of the year, and she ran 18:13 as a regional. And I was so excited about her run, I think I about to flip. I looked like I was losing my mind. I think I scared her to death that time. Christy Wessel. Christy improved her time by over a minute and a half this year. Kim Weiss, another freshman. Kim was a reluctant runner this year, but we have, besides myself, we have enough people up here we can stalk you until you run. Heidi Lindsay. Heidi's probably one of the biggest keys in our success this year because she really made it a goal of herself last summer to be good enough to be the #1 runner this year. And many times this summer, she was scaring Sarah Hudson to death because Sarah could not catch her. And it took Sarah most of the summer and most of the early part of the fall to run as well as Heidi. And if Heidi had not done that, I know we would have had the success we've had. I know she'll do the same thing again next year. I mean, anybody that thinks that they can go to sleep over the summer and not work hard, they're going to get passed. Our #1 runner this year was Sarah Hudson, and Sarah had her best season. Her overall average time was the best this year. She was all conference, as well as Heidi was all conference, running in the top 10 in the SWIAC. And I should mention too, my wife's standing over there with my son. I met my wife in school, and I adopted my son through contact with people. Thank you.
There were 21 runners on the boys cross country team, and I would like to recognize them at this time. Matt Root, Jason James, Jason Fields, Jimmy Rakovich, Matt Banquet, Braden Thacker, Scott Reed, Matt Jewell, Kurt Sullivan, Justin Burris, Sean Davis, Jared Wallace, Darren Hudson, John Roberts, these guys right here comprise the junior varsity team, and they were pretty successful this year. You hear a lot about the varsity cross country, but the JV team was pretty successful as well. They won the Shakamak Invitational this year, and they won the Bloomfield Invitational also. And I'm looking looking forward to these guys in the upcoming years. I'm sure they'll be able to continue the success that the varsity runners have had in the past. All right, the next 7 runners were the varsity runners this year, for the most part, and most of the meets, and they were towards the end of the season, and they were very successful. They won the Green. They started the season by winning the Greene County Invitational, and after that, they went on to be runner-ups in the Bloomfield Invitational. They lost by a few points to Martinsville, which were state finalists this year, so I don't feel too bad about not winning that one. They went on to win the SWIAC this year for the 5th year in a row, and that was a conference race. And they also won the BNL Invitational for the, I think, 4th year in a row, or 2nd year in a row, something like that. And I would like to recognize these guys right now. Michael Jackson. Mike Burris. Tim George. David Banquet. Adam Nante. Matt Wilson. And last but not least, Matt Patterson. A lot of times throughout the cross-country season, it's not exactly good conditions. Like we started the season off by having to run in 95-degree heat and high humidity. By the end of the season, it was cold, windy, and snowy. But these guys, they came to practice, they ran hard, and throughout the cross-country season this year, they probably ran 300 or 400 miles. And I don't think a lot of times you don't really realize the hard work these guys go through. And they even went through a couple practices without complaining. So I want to thank them for that. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the parents that brought the ones that couldn't drive to practice. And sometimes, especially towards the end of the season, our practice times were a little weird. We went to Bloomington a lot, ran on the IU golf course, and yeah, probably a little too much. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank the parents and to thank the runners as well. A lot of times I didn't tell them how much I appreciate how much they work hard, and I want to take this time to thank them now. Thanks. All right. I mentioned earlier that we won the SWIAC, and that's real special. I want to take this opportunity now to recognize the varsity runners that participated in that meet. They're Adam Nante, with the SWIAC champion. David Banquet. He's like behind Adam. Tim George. Mike Burris. Michael Jackson. Matt Patterson. And Matt Wilson. You got the all-SWIAC team. You have to be in the top 10 overall, and it's a real accomplishment if you can get in the top 10. You have 6 or 7 schools, I guess 7 schools competing in the race. So if you can get in the top 10, that's a real accomplishment. And this year we had 3 runners in the top 10, and I want to present them with a special award. Adam Nante, like I said earlier, was the runner-up. They decided to give blood a couple hours before the race and kind of slowed them down a bit, but we still hung on to win, so I guess I can't complain too much. Thanks. The NPR of the cross-country team is a person that runs number one the majority of the time, and this year the NPR is Adam Nante. Also, these guys have a special plaque for being sectional champions. This year, for the second year in a row, they were the sectional champions, and I want to give them a round of applause for that one. To be on the all-sectional team, you have to be in the top 15 overall in the race, and there's, I think, 12 schools competing in the race, and this year we had 3 runners in the top 15 that were on the all-sectional team. They are Adam Nante, on the all-regional team, you have to also be in the top 15, and by the time you get to the regional level, you're competing against schools that had to... All right, Mike Burris was also on the all-sectional team. To be on the all-regional team, you're competing against schools that had to earn their spot at the regional, so it's a lot harder to be on the all-regional team. And we had 3 runners this year on the all-regional team, and they were Adam Nante, I think that's all the awards. This time I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Andy Brand.